Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Path of the Mind. I'm joined by James Phoenix.
Hello.
I am hosting this because it is his book, and I am the book guy here on Path of the Mind. You're welcome. But no, I'm doing it because I have the book. But yeah, that's the only reason. But yeah, I got this at the same time. I got another book, which we will also be reviewing next month sometime. Maybe this month if we got a free, but I doubt it. No, next
We
probably
don't.
next month. Yeah, I was like, probably next month. But yeah, which is the 25th anniversary of Raw, and it's all the history. This one is the Ultimate Superstar Guide. It's a little out of date because it features stuff like Enzo Amore, and it features stuff like the Bludgeon Brothers, but they're separate and in their older tires. But I shall begin. Before I show you what the inside is, I'm going to say to Jim, is your favourite of all time still Chris Jericho? That hasn't changed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Curtis Axel or something? He hasn't won you over the last week or so?
No, he is not.
Okay. Gonna read to you, Jim. You like it when people read to you?
I'm warming up to the B team, though.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. In 1999, Chris Jericho declared he'd put the entertainment back into sports entertainment. The WWE soon fell in love with this outrageous persona. Jericho is the first to tell people that he is a Jericho is the first to tell people that he has been hugely successful in the ring. He was the first WWE Undisputed Champion and has been Intercontinental Champion a record 9 times. So far, that biography sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, it sounds accurate.
I have now quoted the entire biography. There's little snippets there because you can see like the age and stuff there. And there's like there where they just tell you about the list of Jericho, which is oddly about a third of his biography size.
Interesting.
Apparently, you can identify Jericho. You've seen that. That just explains to you why 2J was a pun on. Jericho's seen here. Apparently, you can identify Jericho by Jericho's scarves are obscenely expensive. He prides himself on it. Jericho sparkles and lights up during his entrances. One issue I have with the Jericho biography, besides its length, main rivals. Predictions on main rivals of Chris Jericho from over the years?
That's a tough call. I mean, if they're willing to go cross gender, obviously Stephanie McMahon would be pretty far up there, and Triple H for that matter. He had a good rivalry with China during the Intercontinental Championship thing. I think
Chris Jericho's main rivals. His main rivals, Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose.
So we're not remembering anything that happened more than 5 years ago. Fair enough.
Yes, but when you go to other superstars, like I know he's in here somewhere. Sorry, I just slipped on the Titus page. It's funny. That's a good joke. Triple H's main rivalries are Seth Rollins and The Undertaker. I'd argue that's a longer span. It still annoys me that Triple H isn't listed for one of them. Because the main rivalries, they're going with the more current for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Except The Rock, where they've gone John Cena, which was his most recent one.
Yeah.
And then Stone Cold Steve Austin. I argue Triple H should be The Rock's main enemy.
Yeah.
They fought through fucking every stage of their life, almost.
They did.
But yeah, you can see the problem. And it does feature a good amount. It features like Rowdy Roddy Piper. It's got Ruby Riott. I'm just flicking through so you can see here. Buddy Murphy. Carmella's in here.
Nice.
And as we know, Mella is money.
It is.
Even Eve.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, she got reference. I just put a mention, and she's next to Finley.
Cool.
It says here that he's Finley and he likes to fight, but I think his name's Finley and he's a bastard.
Okay.
Okay, I won't mention that. But no, you got stuff in here like and to put it into perspective of how it is, the Hardys are still listed as a team.
Ah,
And Matt doesn't look quite broken yet. Or
Mhm.
woken, depending on which one you want to go with.
right.
But yeah, it's just weird.
That is weird.
That is weird. But yeah, you got people, you got stuff like that, which is cool. Like New Age Outlaws next to the New Age Outlaws, New Day.
Nice.
New Age Outlaws' main enemies were Mick Foley and Terry Funk and The Shield.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella is Natalia and Carmella.
Mhm.
So you got a few of them, which they're cool.
Yep.
Which it's a pretty good book, as you can see. It goes through the ages. Well, it's not pretty good, but it's a book, and it goes through the ages, and it does have some stuff on there. Like even Sid made it.
Wow.
The superstar, known simply as Sid, was a dominant. Which that's not simply what he was known.
Yeah.
They've already got this wrong.
Yeah. Wasn't he Psycho Sid?
And Sid Justice and Sid Vicious.
I thought Sid Vicious was a music group.
He's been both.
Ah.
But the superstar, known simply as Sid, already wrong, dominant force, he joined WWE in 1981, called himself Sid Justice, now they're finally allowed to get there, and wanting to enforce the law and order. At WWE, he was later known as Psycho Sid.
Mhm.
He became Shawn Michaels' bodyguard before he attacked Michaels and pursued WWE Championship for himself. Sid used his great strength and power to capture the WWE and WCW Championships.
Hmm.
His defining thing is frenzied stare and reflexed in a stable instability.
Mm.
Main rival is Undertaker Shawn Michaels. Hardly any mention of WCW besides the end.
Yeah.
Which I think that's where he was Sid Vicious. But yeah.
Mm. Given the moment in his career that's most famous, I would think his primary rival would be Gravity.
Yep. And we have the Singh brothers.
Nice.
Stephanie McMahon.
Cool.
I do like the fact that she's got the evil queen mask thing that she had going on.
I like that they chose her in that outfit for the picture.
I think it's because that's probably the most recent WrestleMania at the time.
Ah, okay.
Main rivals include Shane McMahon and Brie Bella.
Ah.
Brie Moan.
Brie Moan.
Like apparently Sting, and this is the one that annoys me even more.
Okay.
His main rivals are Triple H. So okay, you're going with the most recent, fair enough. And then the second one is Ric Flair, which is one of his earlier ones. The NWO should be mentioned then as his main rival. I'm sorry, they should be.
You would think.
But yeah, like I said, it's got a load. Like there's the Tonka, and each set ones do have a did you know? Like
is it skinny Tatanka or fat Tatanka?
It's regular Tatanka.
Okay, cool.
Because he was never skinny, he was always muscular.
Ah, okay.
But Tatanka's ring name means buffalo in the Lakota language spoken by the Sioux Native American tribes.
Lakota
Sure,
and it's the Lakota.
Sure with them, I don't care, but
Okay, fair enough. Try not to be offensive to our potential Native American audience.
oh, I'm sorry. To our Native American audience, I have to say, hi, how are you? And we go to Titus and Neil. Well, I'm sorry, but why am I an asshole? I just asked them how they are, and I said hi. I know what'll summon them. Quick, show up and cry.
Wow.
I'm joking. I'm sure they're not. If they could be offended by anything, it would probably be Tatanka himself with some of the stuff that he's done with him. More than it would be someone mispronouncing his name because they happen to be a fan of Tatanka. I'm a fan of Tatanka. I just don't like. I just didn't know those two. Like I loved him when he was running scared and stuff. Like like Jericho's. Did you know? It's just did you know Y2J is a play on the word Y2K for the millennium, and I'm like.
That is new information.
Yeah. I'm like, but to be fair, there's gonna be a lot of people who read this that might not have been born from the year 2000.
That is true.
And might not have known what the Millennium Bug was because, like if you're born in 2001, 2002 onwards, you're probably not going to know too much as you're growing up about the Millennium Bug, because it's just something we freaked out about. Then when we realized we were wrong, we quietly snuck it under the carpet and tried to move the fuck on.
Yep.
No one wanted to be like the guy that was like, oh, I was wrong about that. I should mention it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, and not every superstar gets a did you know. Jericho, did you know? The clones? Absolutely nothing that you could possibly know.
Now.
But the Bushwhackers in here.
Hmm.
Did you know Carmella won the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match in June 2017?
No, I didn't know that because she fucking didn't.
She did.
No, James Ellsworth won that match.
No, he won it on her behalf, but she still won it. They still declared her the winner. They just had to restart it because people called bullshit on, which rightfully so, on Ellsworth being the one to grab the briefcase at the first match. Like Alexa Bliss oddly doesn't have a did you know?
Interesting.
And neither does Albert in a suit.
Huh.
Main rivals Undertaker and John Cena. Which is probably why he's running NXT, because he's trying to send people up there to destroy those two.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a villain from a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yep.
Like Big Cass.
Okay.
Doesn't have Enzo as a rival, which means they're pretty much still on the same page. I think.
Probably.
Oh no, splitting from his longtime tag team partner Enzo Amore, Cass has proven to be a giant among giants. This book just lies.
Yeah, kind of.
Because he split from Enzo, got injured, and he's only just come back. Now, not, oh look, he's a giant among giants.
Well, he had a few matches, including a shitty Enzo in a shark cage match against the Big Show.
Here's one for you. Big Show. Did you know Big Show also dominated the Slime Wrestling World Championship at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards in 2012?
I didn't know that, but that's cool.
Yeah. It's one of those they don't talk about competitors on WWE.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, but yeah. That's this book. It's made by DK Publishing, and as you saw, the pictures look great. It's cool to just see someone be like, oh, I remember him. Ah, and that's cool. Problem is, it's not very detailed, so you could make the case it's not as detailed as you'd want it to be. I'd argue it's not as detailed as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I argue a smaller picture, more text would be worthwhile. And some people would argue this is for kids. I used to have an encyclopedia when I was a kid with a lot more information on each subject than this one does.
Well, I think the intent is supposed to be that's strictly a guide to a little bit about the superstars, whereas if you wanted a detailed page on them, you would need to pick up the significantly larger WWE Encyclopedia currently in its third edition.
But that's not what this even tells you. And even that inside WWE Encyclopedia is kind of shit.
Is it? Okay, I haven't looked at the most recent edition.
Yeah. It seems like these are just because they're like, well, kids are just going to look at these and go, oh, I like that superstar. And then they're just going to look up on YouTube or something about them. And like, what's the point? Or they'll go to WWE.com.
Fair enough.
But in terms of that, it's not that good. Like the Raw 25th one, which we'll be reviewing soon, I have gone through and does have more details.
Good.
Not too much more, but it does have enough more that I'm okay with that book how it is. This one, discover the awesome facts about more than 200 popular superstars are in this book, Jim.
Wow.
Everybody from Aiden English down to acknowledgements. Okay, technically Zack Ryder's the last one, but after him is a page called acknowledgements, which is 208.
Well, Zack Ryder should be glad, because if they make another edition, he won't be the last one anymore, because Zelina Vega's around now.
And acknowledgements are that.
Okay.
Which is just acknowledging that it's a book and it's been published by WWE. That's, you don't need to put that on the fucking index. I'm sorry, you don't. No one's looking up one of these and be like, oh, where's the acknowledgement? You know what's beautiful book I love the most? The part where it tells me who the publisher was and all, whether or not it's official, even though it's got the logo and even though we know it's official.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not, they have to put unofficial on the front.
Mm.
But this book retails for, I think it says $9.99 on the back. I know that's ironic, so ironic.
It is.
$9.99.
It's
I got
very...
this on sale for about £5 or £6, but it's meant to retail for $9.99. If you want a book just to cycle through and maybe show people certain wrestling, but oh yeah, him, and just go through it that way, it's kind of fun. As an actual book, I can't recommend buying this for anyone. I don't think anyone benefits from this.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down.
Okay, I respect that.
Yep. However, I will make a suggestion here.
Okay.
Before we go off the air for the future, which I think would help the kids
Okay.
a bit more know about WWE Superstars. They put in the games every year a lot of superstars.
Yes.
And a lot of match types.
Yes.
We need, in the WWE games, in my opinion, something in there which won't take much room, like the Gran Turismo museum that's on the latest Gran Turismo. And what that means is there's a museum page, and let's say you say John Cena. You can be like, oh, okay, and I'm just using him as an example. Everyone knows who the fuck he is. But you say John Cena. It then links you to a YouTube video, but if you hit play, comes up on the TV and just plays the video for you, telling you the history of John Cena in like a 5 or 6 minute video. And you can be like, oh, okay, cool. Hell in a Cell. Oh, the history. It'd be like a 5 or 6 minute little like documentary thing. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes long. It just has to be like 5 minutes and just tell them. And I feel like that'll get them more interested because they'll know the characters and it's just showing a bit more respect. And I feel like something like that in a video game, like they did with the Gran Turismo Museum, which is awesome. I love that feature on the Gran Turismo game. I feel like something like that just shows more love for the WWE and what they put in, and it's a great way to utilize who's in it. Because it means each year you're gonna get some new WWE little thing to click on. Because they don't even have to update all the superstars every year either. Because if you do it vague enough at the end, instead of going up to the main rivals, you can keep some of them the same.
Yeah.
It just means, like, let's say this year has Tatanka, but next year has Lex Luger. Boom, you get extra little museum bits to look at.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just my idea. But yeah,
It's a good
WWE
idea.
Ultimate Superstar Guide. Avoid it today.
Okay.
But what did you think looking at it, Jim?
It's like a fun little thing just to get some very, very basic information on some of these people. But if you're looking to really learn about them, there's I think better books. Like for example, the WWE Encyclopedia, I think is a better informational guide to superstars than that.
I would make the case. How do you know?
Well, based on the
read the new one.
I read the new one based on the previous edition and the format they used. I think it was more informational, gave you a little more history on some of the stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I looked at the early edition, but I think the most recent one was a third edition that came out, which we have at one of my libraries, but I haven't got around to looking at it yet. Also, my library, which I think I'll review at some point in the future if you want to join me, is the WWE book of the 100 greatest matches in WWE history.
That could be cool, as long as we don't read all the matches.
No, we won't do that.
And of course, we all know the number one greatest match of all time will be Hell in a Cell.
Of course.
That won't be the greatest one.
No. I don't know if they're going to count them down that way, or if it's just going to be more, here are the 100 greatest matches, then divide them like chronologically or by decade or whatever. I'm not sure how they're going to do it.
I feel like if it tells you 100 greatest, they'll list them. Mainly because whenever they do list formats, even if it's on DVDs, no one ever agrees with absolutely all of it. And it gets people talking, and that conversation gets more people checking it out.
True. Well, I will grab that next time I have the opportunity, and we'll see.
Yep. Does your library have Raw 25th that I'm going to be doing next month?
I would have to check. I would have to check. My library personally does not, but I might be able to get it in the system. I'd have to check the catalog.
Yep, and also coming next month at some point. So it'll probably be July when we review it, maybe. Just because it comes out at the end of June. Over here is the Power Ranger Monster Guide.
Yes. Alien Encounters in Angel Grove.
Yep. which I do absolutely love so far. One thing about that encyclopedia.
What's that?
The fact it's kind of in story. Because it's saying on there, at last revealed the true sightings of Angel Grove's monsters. The truth finally revealed type situation.
Ah.
I don't know the exact word. And I'm like, oh yeah, because not everyone knew about all the monsters. And oh, I see what that's actually kind of clever. Which if they keep that writing throughout, it'll be cool. If they got more information in the guide, it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because a few places do these character guides. They've done them for DC, they've done them for Marvel, Star Wars, and they're not good. The character guides aren't good. They're basically character listings. They're not good. They're just photos and a tiny bit of information. Like if I read to you the same thing, and bear in mind you hadn't seen him before, Jim. If I read to you like IRS, if I read to you with no tolerance for anyone who cheats on their taxes, even though he cheats in his matches. Erwin Arceister, IRS, as he's better known, threatens his fellow superstars with in-ring punishment for their violations. A skilled and scrappy technician in the ring, IRS calculates the best strategies to use to defeat his opponent and brings them down like a tax auditor in a fraud case. That tells you fuck all.
Yeah.
Really, it tells you. It just basically says he's a tax man over and over again. I don't think, which he had more matches and character. I'd want to know a bit more info.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like those guides. I've bought a couple, but I got that one and I got the other one because I was like, these will be fun.
Yeah.
But peace and join us tomorrow night for Deadpool.